Scotty 169 hot, Scotty 169 hot, OMG. I can't believe it's been 3 months already. Auto shock Scotty 169 hot, Scotty 169 hot, hee hee hee.
I think with it being almost 2 weeks now since I've done a stream, I feel a little bit nervous. But hello, welcome in. Go back to the start here. Hello, Amy Ann. Hello, Puff. DSG Wipeouts. Thanks for the lurk. We'll see you around. I mean, see you later on, hopefully. I understand that you're busy probably, but thanks for having me on your phone. And thanks for the... thanks for the host on 70. I can see what I missed so far. I did see Jenkins Gaming come in as well too there. Welcome on in, Jenkins Gaming. Thanks for the follow. And hello. Hey Joey Bolo. Welcome on in too. Good to see you. And I missed a few things already. Jenkins Gaming came in with the follow. Amy Ann came in with the resub for 3 months. Thanks, Amy Ann. And Puff MTD123 came in with another resub as well too there for 2 months. Thanks, Puff. Means a lot having you here. Hey, Crowman. Good to see you. Hopefully today's going good for you compared. I mean, I know you're having a bad day there the other day, but hopefully things are getting a little bit better for you. All right, so we're doing something kind of a little bit similar to what some other people have been doing lately, but it's not quite. We're not going to do a tour of all the different countries and stuff like that, jumping from one country to the other and things like that. We're going to be doing something that I was watching videos of IRL pilots doing this and on YouTube where they go along and they trace coastlines and the lines of provinces and states and stuff like that. So we're going to do something similar. I was going to only trace the mainland, fly around the coastline of the mainland continents. But we'll do some of the other countries that kind of are off on their own as well too, that are still part of the continent but not part of the mainland, such as Iceland. Even though it's considered part of Europe, it's kind of on its own. So we're going to start here, fly around the coastline of Iceland, do it in different, do it over some streams. It's going to take a long time to do it, but we'll end up getting through it. And once we do this, we'll figure out where we're going to go to next, do the same thing. Then once we get some of the smaller areas taken care of, or even before then, we might jump over to the main part of the continent and start flying around there instead, and then just branch off when we need to. When we get close to the smaller portions that we want to cover still. Yeah, somebody in here gave me a suggestion about that. It was actually Amy Ann. She reminded me that we only had the update in the sim there a couple weeks ago too for the scenery. So even though it looks like it's overcast today and we'll probably be flying low, we'll try to see how much we can see anyways. But maybe one of these days we'll get some better conditions and see what it's like then. I was debating about changing it to clear skies, but I want to kind of do it with the real life weather conditions as well too instead for a change. And Oz70, I know I said thank you for the host, but also welcome on in. Look for the Golden Land from the show Vikings. I remember watching a few episodes of that, but I don't really think I watched too much of it, but we'll have an eye for that though. And Puff, thanks for the gifts of the Crow, man. Alright, so we'll jump on into the plane, get it started. I did get the Just Flight Arrow, all three of them, but we're just going to fly the Arrow 2 for now instead. My landings in this plane, for some reason, in MSFS have sucked. I usually end up getting all squirrely when I touch down and end up going all over the runway. I think I might be touching down a little bit too quick. That might be the reason why, though, because in X-Plane, I was able to have more control over it for some reason. It seemed like it flew a little bit different, so I was able to land a little bit better in it. But we'll see how things go in this sim with it. I have had some good landings in it, but not... Some of them have been just terrible. But, like everybody says, it comes to practice as well, too, though, so we'll just carry on and we'll see how things go with this. I do like flying this one better than some of the default airplanes, though. So a lot of this, what we're going to do is going to be IFR. I'm not going to do much as far as using VORs, DMEs. Unless the conditions are terrible, then we'll end up going that route. Or maybe when we get close to the airport, we'll use it for the approaches and stuff like that, but so far, I think we'll end up being alright though, and if it does get to the point where the conditions are terrible and we can't see anything, I will just change it to clear conditions anyways. Alright, so let's get the plane started. We'll get going. I'm not going to worry about the checklist or anything right now because I started a lot later than what I was going to today. I was hoping to start the stream at 11 Pacific time, but that never happened because of family, which is important though anyways. Alright, so batteries on. For some reason I'm not hearing the sounds. Are you guys hearing me at all? That's weird. It's like everything just muted for some reason. There we go. Must have hit something and didn't realize that I hit it. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to start actually. Just 1 second. There we go. Can you hear me now? I'm doing alright, Jenkins Gaming. How are you doing? Not right now. 70. I don't have anything like that to say right now. I'm sure at some point it's bound to happen, but we'll see. Sure to check what the conditions are here first. See which runway I'm going to be taking off on. That's good, Crow Man. Thanks for letting me let you hear me. I think I hit the mute button, so I muted all the sounds from the sim and stuff before, so I wasn't hearing any of that, so I thought maybe I might have done something else to the mic too. Alright, so the way the winds look, whether this is right in sim or not, we're going to take off runway 19, which is to the south. Then we'll do a loop around to the east, head north, and then we'll carry on around the coast that way. I guess I should have said where we're taking off from. I actually put it in the route though anyways. Oh, and it's showing no active flight plan. Great. The Sim Toolkit Pro is doing what it's supposed to be doing again. Alright, well I'll show you another way instead. Nah, but you don't want to see that. So we're taking off from Keflavik anyways. What a good way to show you is, here we'll use Voltana, which is what I'm using to track the routes and post the flights. So we're going to take off there at Keflavik. We'll take off to the south, make a turn to the north, to the east and then to the north, and then we'll head around that way. Head up to the point on the north end of that there, and then we'll head south, and then we'll head along the coast to the east, and then down south, and then we're actually going to branch off, and then we'll head down to, it's called Home Island. We'll end up landing here at Home Island or whatever, and that'll probably be the end of this flight. Should be a little over an hour flight. I was hoping to do a couple today, but with what time it is and with other things that are coming up later on, which I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about, I don't want to go too long. We'll move that out of the way. Gotta do one more thing and then we'll start taxiing here. Why are you an idiot, Puff? I'm sure you're not an idiot. If anybody's the idiot, it's me. Yeah, KF. EM, I think where we're landing. Yep. Alright. Let's start moving. I've already been rambling on too long in here anyways. Changed some settings to my track IR2 to move it so it moves a little more fluid, so I'm trying to get used to that again. Make sure I'm going the right way. I think I gotta mess with the sensitivities on my pedals again. So I'm sure I'll get roasted for this, but we're gonna fly only at 1,500 feet, just because I have a feeling that the clouds are low. So when we do take off, we'll climb to 1,500 feet when we're making that turn there too, and we'll stay at that until it possibly clears up, and then maybe climb a little bit higher so we can see a little more. I think I'm taxiing a little faster too. You want a Chicago hot dog? Didn't even know there was such a thing. I figured a hot dog was a hot dog. Hey, Dave Randon. Hey, Bombs Away. Thanks for the shout out, Amy Ann, for Dave Rendon. If there's anybody in here that doesn't follow Dave Rendon, go give him a follow as well too. Same with Joey Bolo. Same with DXG Wipeouts. He's another great streamer. I've watched a couple of his streams. Need to watch more, but he's usually when he starts streaming, it seems like it's about the time when I have to go to bed, which kind of sucks. But I did enjoy them though, and I got to watch more of them sometime. It's another streamer. It's very calm and relaxed, but it's good at the same time. Though it's not, or it seems like chaos. Sorry, LK2. For some reason, the route command's not working for me today, but welcome on in. We are taking off from Keflavik, though, and heading down towards Home Island flying along the coast of Iceland anyways. See, Amy Ann, I told you I couldn't get my words out today. My mouth doesn't want to work again. Alright. Landing lights on. Fuel pumps on. Heat on. Cowl flaps. Oh, cowl flaps. I can't even think of my words today either. Okay, we're not going to put any flaps on because it's long enough runway anyways. This thing will take off before we even get halfway down it. Trim should already be set because I think I set it when I finished the last flight in this, and it saves everything where you left it with these planes. Self-position better too in the seat. Wish I could get a chair that sits in one spot and doesn't turn like these regular desk chairs do. I think I need to get a better mic stand too because it keeps popping back up again in front of my face. So now that we throttle up, if you find the sim sounds a little bit too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down a little bit just because for some reason this plane does seem like it's a little bit louder than some of the default ones. Try to get it squarely before I even took off again because I waited too long. I'll finish flying the length of the runway anyways, and then we'll end up making our turn after that. Yeah, it's not really IFR conditions, but we might be able to see just enough still to make it work anyways. When I did the last flight, it was better than this, but this is terrible compared to the last time. I think these are the type of conditions that Amy Ann seems to like because she misses the rain being down in California. But wouldn't the scenery be that much nicer to see though? We're at 040 now. By that headed until we get over the water along the coastline. Alright, let's get caught up on the chat. I know I missed a few things. I'm doing good, Dave. Brendan, how are you doing today? Hope you weren't affected too much by the storms and everything down there because it looked like it was pretty bad. That's understandable, Crow Man. Hopefully things get better for you though soon. Just a lot of rain and winds. Oh, that's good that that's all it was. Nothing more than that. Considering that you can end up getting a lot more than that with those kinds of storms too, like flooding and tornadoes and stuff like that too, which is scary. Amy Ann loves the mystical looking weather. Yeah, she does. That's actually a good way to put it. I think I'm moving the mic away from my mouth a little bit because I think I was leaning into it again. Not as easy to see as it was the other day. Actually, I think it wasn't the other day, it was last night that I tried testing this out to see how it was going to go. What I'll do after each flight is I'm going to take a screenshot of the map that I'm using, which is for Atlanta right now for tracking the flights, and then once it shows the route that we took tracing the outlet, I'll take a screenshot of that area and I'll post it to Discord, and I'll have it underneath the routes for this type of flight that we're doing right now, and keep doing that for all the other ones. I can see some lights up there. There is somebody flying up ahead above us there. But I'll do that. I was hoping to try to find a map where we can keep on tracking it continuously and show it as one long flight path the whole way along, but it doesn't mean I haven't been able to find anything that does that. If you guys have any suggestions on what I can use for that, feel free to post that and I'll take a look at it. But so far Atlanta's been about the most reliable one I've seen so far anyways. I was using Sim Toolkit Pro, but Sim Toolkit Pro for some reason right now, after you finish your flight, it'll show your track that you took not even close to where you actually were flying for some reason. Ooh, got to put the alternator on. The command worked. Not much to see right now, is there? When I first thought about doing this, the weather conditions were a lot better than this, where we were able to see where we were going and stuff like that, but of course the day that I decided to start doing this, it's terrible. I should have used a checklist because I think that almost ended up messing things up for me. It's like with how I'm starting to descend now and I gotta set my altitude again. You should see how many she's been using in Discord too. I think she added every streamer's Discord just to get every emote in there right now. I'm gonna pull back the throttles a little bit and slow down just because it's how, I mean, with how it's hard to see the coastline right now. So how are the sim sounds? Are they too loud? Or are they good the way they are? Okay, I won't touch a thing then. So hopefully these clouds clear up. Or at least a little bit anyways. I really don't want to touch the weather settings. I just want to leave it as it is and try to do it like this. And hope that it gets better. We're working all over emotes and you come up with the puff emote. Puff's girl. I do like that one. It's good how it worked out that good for him too after having to mess around with it as long as he did. Yeah, that's one thing too, is you're right, Alkate too, it's nice to kind of make it a little bit of a challenge too, because it makes it a little more interesting and stuff, and always just change the conditions so it's always easy all the time. Thanks for putting that in there though. Yeah, I started cold and dark, but I still managed to mess that up though anyways, but I need to start using checklists. I do when I'm by myself, but when I'm on here, for some reason I feel like I gotta move quicker for some reason. Okay, too, I'm not sure, but I think I missed the follow there as well, too, so thanks for following. I might have missed that for some reason. I can't remember if I said thanks or not for it, but thank you, though. Looks like we are going to have some breaks along the way. At least a little bit anyways. Even though we're going into another cloud there now, that's going to make it hard to see. I think Sim's kind of rotate his emotes in and out though too, now that Twitch has that feature where once they're approved you can kind of have them in another off to the side, and you can drag them in and out as you want to use them though too, which is a nice feature. It was nice being able to see the scenery for a bit. It's like it was last night, though when I did this flight, I'll probably end up clearing up again once we get flying towards the west, I mean the east there a little bit anyways, when we make that turn, which should be coming up here soon. I think if we get the areas where there's bigger inlets and coves and stuff like that too, we'll try to trace them out. But if they're just small little ones that keep happening along the way, though, I'm not going to try to get too fussy with that. How did that go, flying the citation doing that? I actually really like that plane. It's just, I like flying it better when I'm just on my own though, so it's not during the stream, because you're always flying high and you don't see much. But I do like that one though. It actually looks really, I mean, considering that it's one of the Sobo's default planes, it actually looks really good. How long did it take you to do that flight around the world using that plane? I need to start doing these on fat symbol too. I have a feeling that rumor's gonna take off, that they're gonna think it's you. I wonder if Twitch has a category that would match that video. Here's driven snow. You could be lots of people, Amy Ann. You're everywhere. Are you talking about that one that Sim had do the advertisement for him there, A70, that, what's her name, Phoebe, I think, or something like that? There is somebody that has an Amian emote. Yeah, that's the mod boss one that you were talking about there, isn't it, Amian, or is there another one? I wouldn't compare it to to Amaran. I'm not gonna go there on the Amaran topic though. I'll let you in on a secret there, Crow Man. That emote that I have of my cat's head, that was Amian's idea. You can think of that as Amian's emote. She wanted an emote of my cat for some reason, so I went along with it. You'll be right back. Alright, Amian, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Wrong person. Yeah, bye, Dane. Alright, so we made a turn along south, along the coastline. Anyways, headed east now, so we'll end up flying this a little bit, and then we'll end up heading down southeast, and then there'll be a few turns along the way anyways. And right now it's nice because it's cleared up a little bit, so you can still see a little more. It's funny, I can see those lead-in lights so well for the runway there too, back at that airport that we took off at Keflavik, even though later how cloudy it was when we were flying by there, you couldn't see anything. It's funny, you fly along this scenery still too, and there's some places where it still shows snow, even though there should be nothing there. But it is nice, even considering how bare it is, and there's not much for trees or anything. What's our speed like? Speed's good because it'll allow this flight to be a little longer. Must be tracking the VOR or a localizer for somewhere, but I can't remember which one it is. Altitude is holding still at 1,500 feet, so we're trimmed out good for that anyways. And now I'm getting stutters that I wasn't getting earlier. That was weird. That I'm thinking was an MSFS thing. It does, considering that there's not much to see. But it's funny, areas like that, though, do still have their things that make it look nice, though, compared to areas where all you see is trees and mountains and stuff like that. Every country has its aspects of what make it look nice. Except now we're back in the clouds again, so it's making it a little bit harder to see it.
Rain bitters. Rain bitters. Ra.
Did it actually finish it or is it broken? Thanks for the 100 bits. I couldn't hear it that much for some reason. I think the sim kind of drowns out the sound for me with my headphones on. Coil Twitch bot is the all-time bits leader. Oh yeah, 600. Hello, R. Singleton.
Amy Ann and Amaranth 2024. Amy Ann and Amaranth 2024. Amy Ann
Oh,
and Amaranth
God.
2024. Amy Ann and Amaranth 2024. Amy Ann and Amaranth 2024. Amy Ann and Amaranth 2024. Amy Ann and Amaranth.
On the 70, thanks for the 100 bits. Yeah, you joined right at the right time there, R. Singleton. Good to see you though. How are you doing? Oh God. There we go, now we can see a bit of the land. For a little while, because it looks like it's gonna get, visibility is gonna get low again farther up there. Misty like it is in England, isn't it there, Crowman? Jesus Christ, Puff. Thanks for the 1,000 bits. Holy God, man, you didn't have to do that. I need to pause my track IR again before I make people sick. Take that, bot. Oh my God. Oh, it's a hype train. I don't know how. I have a hard time getting excited about these for some reason. It just makes me feel awkward and uncomfortable.
Hype train. Choo choo sim see puff 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 sim.
Thanks, Amy
Chaz
Ann.
and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy
No, that's it.
Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and Amy Ann 2024. Chaz and... You are going to accept this hype train and you are going to like it.
Yes, boss. Thanks for the bits, sir, Amy Ann, the 170, and Amy Ann again for the 100 bits.
Getting over the hump.
Oh, man. Oh, it's level 1 completed. That's more than I ever thought I'd see on my streams. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Oh, God. I have a hard time taking gifts and things like that, and I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable about it for some reason. About. Well, that's why, though, I kind of feel awkward about it, is because I'm the one that's usually given or whatever, and it feels like it's being gifted back. I mean, that's why it kind of makes it hard for me, because it feels like I'm getting back what I've given, though, and I don't know, it's like re-gifting the gift. Like on Seinfeld.
Amy Ann, don't tell him what he will or will not like. You are not his mom.
Thanks for the gifts up the Poutine Flyer Pup. 6 gift subs in the channel. And on 70 with 100 bits. On 70, that's my back. Alright, Pup, I'll shut up. I guess just mute the mic for now. Oh, God. I wish I could have a fan blowing in here and not affect the mic right now or anything, because it's starting to feel warm again. I can't open the window because I'm right beside the highway, so I'll let all the noise in from traffic. Oh, there goes the clouds again. You guys are awesome, though. Thanks. Thank you. I feel like there's others that deserve it a lot more than I do, and I wasn't even thinking about turning this, signing up for the affiliate or anything either, expecting this kind of stuff.
Amy, and you need to console him. For the 29th straight year, Canada did not win the Stanley Cup.
I'm not a Montreal fan anyway, so that doesn't matter. Sorry, Poutine Flyer. If you are. It's a lot easier though when you have that many teams down in the States though compared to up here. Actually, Poutine Flyer, I don't watch much of it anymore either. I used to watch hockey all the time when I was younger, but these last 4 or 5 years, I've hardly watched any of it. You don't watch soccer either? I don't either. My dad used to watch it a lot, but being from England or whatever, he was big into watching that, but I played it when I was younger, but I got bored of it when I got older though. I do play hockey though. Well, I used to, but I haven't for a couple of years now. I missed that part about hockey and baseball. "75% of the roster from Canada." Well, yeah, that's true. So in a way, I guess Canada did win the Stanley Cup then. Or will win the Stanley, or I don't even know where we're even at in the series anymore. I'm actually way out of the loop on hockey now. I used to watch it every day. Used to go to a Canucks game every once in a while too, but I don't do that anymore. And thanks for the 100 bits again, Amy Ann. Soup. That reminds me of a commercial years ago. I think it was a Campbell's commercial, I think, or something, but it was for... Oh yeah, it was Mario Lemieux or something. His mom would ever be like, Mario, did you eat chunky stew today? Yeah, we won't speak about that. Actually, 1994 is one of the last, Stanley Cup series that I actually remember watching, because I remember that was when they were playing New York, I think, and that's who they lost against, was New York. And everybody, thanks for the hype train. I'll go back through that there again. Amy Ann shared 100 bits when the hype train started. Oz 70 came with 100 bits. Amy Ann with another 100 bits. Amy Ann with another 200 bits. Puff MTD with a tier 1 gift sub to Poutine Fire. Thanks, Puff. Oz 70 with 100 bits. Amy Ann with 100, Oz 70 with 100 bits again. Amy Ann with 100 bits. With a total of 1 gift sub and 2,000 bits. Thanks, everybody. I don't know what to say. I don't feel like I should be giving that to other people. Or we should be giving that to other people that deserve it more than I do for how much more they do than I do. The emo code contains 169. Yeah. I think Sim figures that I managed to get that somehow, but that was automatic. I looked at that when I first seen that, when I first started setting everything up, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're going to think that I somehow managed to choose that one, even though it just automatically gets assigned to you there. Just trying to look at something here. Streamlabs time someone up for a second, just wondering why that was. It doesn't show for some reason what it was. Oh, I hate how everything's so small in this. Acid didn't corrupt me. In some ways, I almost think that 69 stuff gets overused too much, actually. Not even watch where I'm flying. I'm busy looking at Streamlabs right now. Alright, let's see. It's not showing me what it was or what. Yeah, you have so much 69 too, so tired of it. Tried to practice on the Zevo 737 title and found you had bad ortho titles for year. How did you find that out there? Me and Poutine Flyer? Oh. What was that you were seeing that made you realize that? Oh, air mist. I see what you mean, yeah. I've never had that pop up too many times, but I haven't done too much ortho either, though, so that would be one reason why for me. Oh, I see. Alright. You were over Italy. Oh, yeah. Is Cheesh a snow princess word? I have no idea, Puff. The cup came to Calgary twice. I didn't know that, actually. Who are the two players that are from Calgary that play for Tampa? I can't even think of who they are now. Yeah, that's true, blue team player. Hey, Two-Faced Disc, welcome on in. How are you today? Yeah, that's one thing that drives me nuts. I wish it would just give you the error message and let you continue on or whatever and just show like a default file or something like that, not crash the desktop like it does. That's one thing I don't like about X-Plane. Even though I'm having more issues than that right now with it anyways, and I've kind of given up on it for the time being. Thanks for the shout out for Two-Faced this game, Yan. Anybody in here that hasn't given him a follow yet, give him a follow. He was actually doing a PCS stream. I think it was on the weekend. I can't remember what day it was though, but it was a fundraiser for, on July, actually, yeah, it was on the weekend. It was July 4th. That was a long stream. It was over 16 hours you streamed for, wasn't it? My day's good. How's your day going? Maybe that's one thing that'll change with X-Plane 12 if it actually is going to come out there, Blue Team Flyer. I don't know if I'm going to get the 737 for PMDG for this sim. I had it for P3D when I was running P3D before, but I don't know if I'm going to bother getting it for this one. I think if it has come out by the end of the summer, it'll be early fall that it'll come out anyways. I don't think it's going to take right till Christmas or anything like that. That's a long stream anyways. I couldn't do a stream that long. There's no way I could do one that long. I struggle doing 3 hours. Oh, so it's still carrying on then. I didn't know if you were actually doing it longer than just that one day or what. That's good. How much have you raised so far? Or do you want to keep that under wraps for now until it wraps up? I say that I don't know if I'm going to get it, but chances are I probably will end up getting it at some point, though. This might not be right away. I might end up waiting a little bit after it first comes out till I get it. That's the second time you've done a long stream like that now, isn't it? Two-Face Disc? You got a link for that site there, Two-Face Disc? So people can go check it out or anything? If you do, you can throw it in chat here. Just let me know before you do it and I'll give you a permit, because I can't remember if I have that turned on or not, where it'll block a link or anything like that. Oh, never mind, Damian got it. Thanks, Damian. I thought that was the second one you've done, because I remember you did do one before. That's a little better, at least we can see something now. Probably could go higher actually too, but I don't think there's any need to. Slightly biased for other Canadians. No, I didn't. And actually, the only third-party thing I've installed so far, their Poutine Flyer, is just plain. I haven't. Actually, that's not true. I did install one scenery for... What's that airport up in northern BC? I can't remember what it's called again. Macpanal Fisheries or something like that, I think. And I did install the mod for the G3000 in citation longitude, but that's all I've actually put in for add-ons. Yeah, so I haven't actually purchased anything for Orbix yet in this sim. This is all just the default mesh, whatever that was in 2020. I'll look into it there, Poutine Flyer. Maybe I'll do that after the stream here. See how it how it does. That emote gets me every time. That seems a good one. Because the person that I see using it all the time is usually Kitty Monster. No problem there, Puff. Grandkids are more important anyways. Enjoy your time with them. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the free sub and the gift sub too, the Poutine Flyer. And the 1,000 bits. Thanks, Puff. It really means a lot having you here. We'll see you later on, maybe. You too, Puff. You're doxing yourself there, Crow Man. You're telling people how old you are. You're still young, though. 1965, that's still young. Alright, how far are we away from our destination? Another 20 miles to our destination. Probably end up. That would be directly there, though. We're not going to go directly there. We're going to fly around the island a little bit. Over some of the small islands that are around there, and then we'll end up coming in from. Where are we going at right now? Even though these might be a little wrong in sim. Actually, there is no wind right now, so it's calm. Either runway, so we'll land on runway 3. And that is at Home Island where we're going to be landing at. We might be able to even start to see here. That's where we're going, right over there, straight ahead of where I'm looking right now. And looking at the way it looks right now, it should be visual conditions where we can do a visual landing there too. There is no METAR for there though, so I'm not sure what the conditions actually are. Let's see if we can find one closer there. Nothing. No METAR for there. Or ATIS or anything like that. Which is fine. Well, if we need to, we'll fly over, look at the windsock and see what direction the windsock is showing in case what I'm seeing here is wrong. Just barely not a boomer. Yeah. Actually, depending on what time we have, when we get there, we can always take off and hit sell. Meanwhile, if we get there and the time is alright, we might end up heading off a little bit farther east and land at another small airport along the way instead of touching down there where I was planning on doing or getting to. We'll see though, it's still early anyways. 3:30. I was hoping to be done a little bit before 4 o'clock. Because I know Amy Ann is modding for AMC this afternoon, so which is actually starting here in a few minutes if they haven't started already. almost feel like I'm having a hard time hearing myself again because I think my one ear's plugged up a little bit for some reason. Don't worry about this one, Amy Ann. If you're busy with that one, this one, it's nothing. That one needs a lot more attention than this tiny little screen does. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. There we go, they just went live now. Hey, readability. How's your day going? It says for runway 3 is supposed to be right traffic pattern, but maybe we'll cross over midfield and then do it right downwind still anyways. That way we can see what the windsock is showing there for the winds and see if we actually want to go down that way or not. That way we can fly along around some smaller islands or whatever and then carry on. We're in from the east end of the island there anyways. One thing I did notice is some of these islands are supposed to be a little bit higher than what they are. There's one out there that's supposed to be 500 feet, but it looks like it's flat. Which is that one straight ahead where the mouse pointer is. Or not straight ahead, off to the left there a little bit. But you can see it enough that you know it's there anyways. So does that Orbix Norbix really make a big difference there for that then, Poutine Flyer, with how flat it is right now to make it look like it's not as flat? The mesh, I mean. I gotta write that down. I gotta make sure I take a look at that. Because if that actually does make that big of a difference, then I need to make sure I do that. Don't let me forget. I'll try not to forget, though. Actually, I'll open up the page right now, so I have it open to remind me. There we go. Now I won't forget. Thanks for letting me know about that, though, Poutine Flyer. I think that's the second thing you've mentioned to me actually for checking out. There was something one other day that you told me about. I can't remember what it was, but there was something that you told me about, and I did look at it, and it did make a difference. I think it was over a month ago when you must have mentioned it to me, though. That sounds seems good. That is our airport there that we're going to be landing at right off the wing. That is the island right there that we're going to fly around, and then we'll come around and fly around these small islands there as well too. We'll come in, fly over from the east, see what the windsock is showing, and then decide where we're going to land. Even its default stuff though does look nice. It's just that the Orbix gives it that much more, then it's going to be that much better to even show. Your Snoop. Is that your other way of saying that you're lurking? Or is that what you're saying now instead because you never lurk? Back in 10. Okay, we'll see you in a bit there, Blue Team Flyer. So our fuel's still good. Our oil temp is good, oil pressure is good. I don't really monitor gauges all that well. Too busy looking outside. We're on the left tank. So we're pretty well even for both tanks. A little bit less on the left tank than the right tank. I could have shut the fuel pump off a long time ago actually, and I could have closed that, but I didn't. Fuel pump's been running for a long time and it didn't need to be. And that's why you use checklists. So you don't forget things, and I forget it all. This playlist sounds like the same song that plays over and over and over again. Alright, R70. If you're still away when we get back, we'll see you a little bit later on. I'd imagine you'll probably be in Sim Caesar stream night, I'm guessing. If I don't talk to you again before the stream ends, if you end up being away still at that point, thanks for the bits. Thanks for the host. Thanks for stopping by again. You use that as a sneaker scared emote as well as what it is. That's good that it gets a laugh there, Crow, man.
I feel like it is a holiday when you stream, so it's my pleasure. Have a good flight and I'll see you all later.
Thanks, Oz70. Thanks for 100 bits again, too, and thanks for that comment there. I'm glad that it makes it feel like it's a holiday. I appreciate that. Hey, Canesto. How's your day going? Sure, it's going well. I remember seeing you earlier today in Pocket Driver stream. Thanks for the shout outs to them too. Forgot to tell you that when I was in the chat there. Thanks for the shout out, Amian, for Canesto. Everybody go give Canesto a follow if you haven't already. He does stream. He's been taking a bit of a break because of school and stuff, but I'm sure he'll be back. He has mentioned that he plans on doing it again at some point here, so give him a follow. Make sure you're following him for when he does again. Yeah, that's... I gotta do this flight again if I install that Orbix, or when I install that Orbix mesh, and see what the difference is there with that one island, because you're right, for the difficult terrain, that is completely flat, even though it's supposed to be 500 feet, or I think it's around 500 to 550 feet that it's supposed to be high. You listen to two streamers where it got heated? That must have been interesting. Good time to use that emote though. Oz70, that would be, I mean, or not Oz70, Crowman, that would have been funny to see. I would have laughed for sure when you used that one then at that point. Hey, barbecue beef. Welcome on in, how's your day going? I'm gonna go ahead into 070 because I don't think it's past those other small islands that are out here. That actually looks really nice. The way that sun is coming through the clouds right now. Gotta get a screenshot of that. That's a cool way of doing it. I'm not going to do it that way. The chat was laughing. That's good. Get an outside shot. I haven't done many of those. I need to set up a shortcut for screenshots again and stuff, but I just, for some reason, for me, that doing it that way just makes it easier. Oh, we're back in the soup again. There we go. Not and. F9 is what I wanted. There we go. Angry debate and then the lurk. Yeah. There's times when this actually does look a lot better than what you'd see in X-Plane. These sunsets sometimes are, I mean, are those, like, some of the sunsets do look good in X-Plane too, but some of the ones you see in here like this, it's just, you can't get that in there. But each sim has its bonuses, each sim has its benefits. And there's Sim Caesar with Puff Simo. Yeah, Soba did do a good job. And obviously they still have, I mean, a long ways to go with certain, with different things and stuff like that, but look at X-Plane though too, like the amount of time it's been out. There's still things that need to be improved on it too, and still updates coming out for it, so it's the same with any one of them. It's hot in the room here right now, Kitty Monster. But hello, Sim Caesar. Hello, Kitty Monster. Good to see you both. Alright, let's pay attention to what I gotta be doing here now then. I gotta focus on the flying part. I'm trying to remember where the windsock is here at this airport. I think it's on the east end of the airport where we'll be flying over, but I'm not 100% sure though. How hot is it where you are right now, Kenny Monster? Here it's actually not too bad today. We're 20 degrees Celsius cooler than what we were a week ago. Let's see how bad my hand flying's gonna be on this again. It's fine when I'm not looking at the chat, but when I'm looking at the chat, it's terrible. Is that the one you were talking about in Melvin Leroy's Discord the other day? Actually, I think you might have mentioned it in the stream too. Can't remember which one it was now. It was one of the two that you were talking about it in. How am I not seeing the windsock? There it is. It's just hanging there. It's not even doing anything. So the winds are calm. Oh, it was Saturday night. Okay. I know you were talking about it though, but I can't remember what day it was. I mean, but I think it was. Well, I joined Melvin's Discord on Monday night, I think it was, when he was streaming the Bush League flights that night. Because that was the night that I joined that Discord and I joined the virtual. What do you call it? I know the name of it. I just can't think of it right now. The other Discord there. Joined in on the Bush League flights. So can get used to how much back pressure you have to pull back on this honeycomb yoke or when you're turning to, so you don't start diving. Oh, that's what it was in, okay. that was sounded a little rough. Thanks, Dave. Even though it sounded kind of loud in my headphones, though. But so far in this plane in 2020, though, it's been probably one of the better ones I've done, actually. I actually did alright with this in X-Plane, but in this sim, for some reason, every time I come down, it was still squirrely for some reason. And I almost think it was because I was either coming in too fast or... That's right, I gotta turn around. I always think I was coming a little bit too quick or whatever, and then whenever I touched down, it's like I just wanted to kind of go everywhere and start skidding off the runway. Is that what it was? Is minus 18? Holy crap. I thought it was... I figured it was going to be like minus 150 or something like that, because that's what all the other ones have been. I think we got a taxi on the other runway here. The sensitivity on these things. I've been playing around with that too, with these rudder pedals. I gotta change it again. But I think I was going a little bit quick though too, trying to make that turn there. These runways sure do have some slope to them. Oh, there's a ramper there. That's quite the hill. Not paying too much attention to him. Alright, parking brakes on. It's... Oh, I could have put the flaps down already when I was taxiing, but I didn't. Finding the guy. Actually, oh, it's the wrong switch. I wanted the alternator switch. There we go. No, not the logbook. I thought I had a theory about stopping up and coming up, but that didn't work. I guess I just got lucky the one flight that it didn't come up. Alright, so I was hoping to start earlier so I could have done at least 2 flights in this stream, but because I didn't get to that point, I might do one later tonight still. If not, I will stream again tomorrow, but I'll do an extra long stream. I'll probably go a little bit overboard and actually do a 6-hour stream and try to get a lot of these flights done. Because I haven't done a whole lot of streaming in the last while, so I want to start pushing myself a little more to get more of it. More in. Oh yeah, that's right, it's the F&O. Well, I can do it before the F&O. I don't work tomorrow, so I can start earlier in the day, and then even if I end up stopping during the F&O or something like that to watch some of the other streams, I will just... What am I thinking here? do another one late tomorrow night as well too. Or are you trying to hint at that I should stream the FNO Kenny Monster? Yeah, the dials are neat when they're lit up. I'll get caught up on the chat here too, actually. So what I'll do here too is after I'm done wrapping up the stream here, I'll take this flight that I've done in Valenta, I'll take a snapshot of it or a screenshot, and then I'll post it in the Discord for everybody to see what our route was, and we'll keep on doing the same thing for all these other flights that we do along these coastlines and stuff like that. Okay, so I do remember seeing the message about the helicopter crash from Kenny Monster. It was the SNO in DCA. The land rate was 18 feet, negative 18. I guess I gotta remind people to start guessing their landing rates and stuff like that too. That I have Sim Toolkit Pro working for that. And thanks for the great landing there again, Dave Randon. Read Bill, you can't get much better than negative 18. Yeah. I probably won't see that very often for me. I think I was lucky this time. Or I'm just being hard on myself, I guess. Hey, Askiri, yes. Sorry I missed you coming in there. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. We're just wrapping up here, actually, because, well, you already know who's going to be starting here in a bit, so I don't want to be running too late, because I got to make sure I'm there to mod for him, because Amy Ann's going to be busy with the other one. Kenny, I was just saying you're probably hinting at me for probably hinting that, saying that I should do the FNO tomorrow there, aren't you? When you said tomorrow is an FNO. I don't think I'm ready to stream that yet, though. A shout out for Kenny Monster. Alright, so let's go through some thank yous again, and we'll wrap this up. Go to an outside view for now in the sim. Okay, going back to the start of the stream, we had Amy Ann coming with the resub for 3 months. Thanks again, Amy Ann. And then Puff came in with the 2-month resub. Jenkins came in with the follow. Thanks, Jenkins Gamins, for that again too, and thanks for the resub there, Puff. Puff had to leave because his grandkids are there, but he did stop by. He was here for most of the stream, actually. Nesker, yes, thanks for the resub there for 2 months as well. And LK2 program came in and followed as well too. Thanks for that follow there, LK2. Amy Ann cheered 100 bits. Oz 70 cheered 100 bits. Puff MTD cheered 1,000 bits. Thanks for all those bits there, you guys. And then we had Hype Train kicked off, or whatever we had. And with that, we ended up getting another 100 bits from Amy Ann. 70 came in with 100 bits. Amy Ann came in with 100 bits again, and then another 200 bits. Puff came in with the gifts up to Poutine Flyer. 70 came in with 100 bits. Another 100 bits from 70 again too. Amy Ann with another 100 bits. And that ended up coming in as a total for one's gift sub and 2,000 bits for the Hype Train. Thanks, you guys. I don't expect that kind of stuff, and it's weird for me to be taking it because I'm usually the one giving it in other streams, and I just gotta get used to it. I know everybody's told me that already. But it's just, I don't know. I've never been one much for somebody taking presents and stuff like that. Like even Christmas time, our family just cut back on doing presents and things. Oh God. And then after the Hype Train, we did have Oz 70 come in with 100 bits, and then SQS came in with the resub there a minute ago, and then now came in with 1,000 bits. Thanks, SQS. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Kenny Monster. I appreciate the honesty. I know you're worried about me being corrupted too. But thanks, you guys. The most important thing to me is that you guys come around and hang out for a bit. Like, it just, for me, it makes it easier being able to talk than sitting and trying to tap in or type messages in chat. I'm terrible with that. Like, I try to read the chat and I try to talk with you guys and socialize a little bit more, but just with how quick it gets moving, sometimes I can't keep up and I just never know what to say. And readability, thanks for the gifts up to Kenny Monster. Take that, Kenny Monster. Alright, but we are gonna wrap up here. I think because Sim Caesar hasn't started yet, and I've already rated him a couple times, and I'm sure he'd probably want to see me rate other people as well too, than just rating him all the time. I am going to try to find somebody else here quickly. I gotta get some credits set up here too. I think I have it set up, I just can't remember how I did it to make it work. I think we'll go raid Starflies. She's just started. She's got 7 people in there right now. She's already raided me and given me a bunch of shoutouts or whatever. And always nice when she comes into the streams and chats and stuff. So I want to be able to do something nice for a change for her as well too. So we'll go raid Starflies. But thanks everybody. Stick around for the raid for a little bit. I know I was just about to say readability for some reason. Thanks, Kitty Monster. Have a good flight. Called it out. Oh, the gift sub. Oh yeah. Okay. I was thinking something else. Whatever. I thought maybe you were saying I shouldn't have said who we were gonna raid and make it a surprise. But anyways, say hello to Starflies. She's a great streamer. She's a real life CFI. I think she's even from the same area that I live in right now, actually. Or originally, I'm not sure where she lives now, but she's a trainer. She's trained on ultralights as well too, and I think she's. I remember her saying something about being instrument rated or working on it right now too. I can't remember exactly, but say hello to her. I'm sure we'll see you guys later as well too. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate the chat and everybody hanging out, and especially all the other stuff like the gift subs and the bits. I don't know what to say about that, you guys. But thank you, and thanks for the moderating duties there too as well. Amian and Puff, and you take care too as well. Two-Face Disc. We'll see you around. If you're streaming later on, I'll try to get in there and stop by, but I'm gonna quit rambling now, and have a good night everybody. We'll see you in the other streams.